Welcome to the channel. I'm Stacy, and my goal here is to help you to play better and sound better in your worship services. Today we'll be going over the tones for the song Away In A Manger by Maverick City Music. For the cover video on this one, I used my HX Stomp and pedal board, and on the Stomp I had a dual amp setup with the two AC30s. I had one set. For the single coils, I think I've got it at 6 on the hotter one. I also have that one set a little bit brighter, and then the cab on that is mic'd up with the Dynamic 57. The other one, I think I've got the drive set at 5, and it's set up not quite as bright. It's not really dark, but it's just not as bright as the other one. And I have that one mic'd up with the Dynamic 7. And then I'm going spanning, let's see, I'm splitting it stereo left and right, and then going into the effects loop. And when using the effects loop, depends on your pedals, but my Jet Eternity and Revelation are digital. So they've got digital components, and if you send in too much volume, it'll cause them to break up. You'll get clipping, and it's the unpleasant kind. So I have the output on the split for my stereo left and right. I've got that dropped down 5 decibels. And then I have the input to the pedals dropped another 5 decibels. And then I have the output on the effects loop coming out of the pedals bumped 6 to start to make up some of that volume. And then the end of the signal chain is the simple EQ, and I'm bumping the low gain at 1 decibel, holy mid-range, which is 777 hertz at 1.5 decibels, high gain at 2.5, and then I'm bumping the overall volume at another 5. And that makes it about the same as when I run the effects loop into the amps. I also had my Boss Theus recompressor on, and I had the threshold on that one right around 9 o'clock. And then the level on that was just above 3 o'clock, just to get me at unity. And then I had the carbon from Browne Amplification. I had that one on, and the volume on that one was set just past noon. And then the drive on that was just above 9 o'clock. I love what that pedal does. It's got a nice thing to it. And then the way that it breaks up, it just kind of gave a little bit of smoothness and consistency to the amps. It's none of the things I do have a real drastic change. It's just slight improvements and slight tweaking and sculpting to get the sound in my head. The signal chain on the HX Stomp is the deluxe comp into the KWB drive. And then we're going into a single AC30, and then going into a dual 2x12 Bluebell cab. One side mic'd up with the 57, one with the 7, and then the transistor tape delay, stereo and stereo dynamic hall reverb, and then the simple EQ with the same settings that I used on that dual amp setup. The signal chain on the Helix is similar with the deluxe comp into the KWB drive. Then we're going into the volume pedal. Then we're splitting into 2 identical AC30s, each with their own cab, one mic'd up with the 7, one with the 57, and then the stereo transistor tape delay, the dynamic hall reverb, and then the simple EQ at the end, bumping again the same frequencies. And then there's the dual amp setup. And if you get that for the HX Stomp, you're also going to get the song specific preset. And that dual amp's going to be the same way I used it on the song. And I've got that dialed in for single coils, filtertrons, and humbuckers. And then the dual amp setup for the Helix is a little bit of a different signal chain than the song specific. I've got that deluxe comp, but then we're going into a Vermin. And I'll go back and forth between that one and the Ratatouille for what that rat effect does. And I loved it. I got it set up there. And then we have the KWB drive. Then we're going into an analog chorus, and then the volume pedal, the 2 amps set up the way I had them on the recording. And then I've got a reverse delay that comes on for a wash snapshot and a swell. And then the transistor tape delay, dynamic hall reverb, and simple EQ the same way it's set up for the other presets. The snapshots are set up with SS1. We don't use that for the song, but I just have it with a light bit of delay, a light bit of reverb. SS2 we use for the intro and the turnarounds, and it just has like a nice galloping kind of overlapping repeat. Sounds really cool. And then SS3 with the auto swell setting, which there's not an auto swell effect on that. I just the way that I set up the mix and the decay to cover the space between each chord change, but not to get chaotic if they were to start stacking on each other. That's what I did there. And then like I said, for the dual amp setup on the Helix, the other 5 snapshots are dialed in for fun stuff as well. I'll be running through the preset with the Telecaster, the Gretsch, and that Epiphone Les Paul. All right, let's hear it.
Thank you.
I hope you found this one helpful. If you did, subscribe and hit that like button for good measure. If you'd like the resources for this one, you'll find them at a link in the description box below. There are a handful of downloads free for you in there as well. Alright, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the next one.